Well, welcome everybody. It's Monday evening. It's 11 o'clock at night and Chris is just setting up his Trailstar there and I'm just setting up mine here. We've been walking around sand dunes and God alone knows what else. Navigating here has been really difficult. I don't know whether there's something odd going on with the Royal Navy and their military what have yous, but navigating was really difficult and finding somewhere to pitch up was really difficult. And like I said, it is now 11 o'clock. We've been here for a couple of hours, but we've got a storm coming in, unfortunately, once again. So we've decided that we're going to have to abandon this trip, unfortunately, and try to get down to the road tomorrow lunchtime sometime and hopefully get the taxi to come and pick us up sometime tomorrow. I've emailed them, but the winds are picking up this evening, gusting up to 40, and tomorrow evening and first thing Wednesday morning they're going to be gusting at 56 miles an hour, and you know, you don't want to be out, you know, unless you're a stupid YouTuber, you know, trying to get 1,000 views rather than a proper experienced hiker like Chris. You don't mess around with 56 mile an hour winds, and it's not safe to pitch properly. You know, obviously if you pitch your tent 5 minutes from your car and your tent blows away, you can quite clearly walk back to your car with your broken tent, but you know, it's just not an option. You can't do that out here. So we're going to have to pack up. You know, we went to the store and we bought provisions. I've got some corned beef and some cheese and some other provisions which I got at the store, some cracker biscuits and some other things which we're not going to need now. I've pitched this as low as I can, and you know, there's not much room under here. I'm really having to Yodify myself here. Ooh. Oop. That's that one going. Well, another thing that you absolutely need to do is make sure that your torch is fully charged before you head out. I didn't think that we'd be walking in the dark today, so I didn't charge my main torch. So that started to conk out very quickly, but luckily I have a reserve, and I stopped, put on the reserve, got a power bank and put charge into my main torch. So now I've got power in the main torch, and I'll maybe try and put something in the backup torch, but as we're potentially needing to get out of here, that's maybe not so necessary. But I'm gonna have to try and get back in this tent, because I mean, it was not easy trying to find somewhere to camp that was sheltered, because it's really starting to blow a hoolie out there. Somehow I've got to get that to go for there. Get and then get that there. When you're messing around, make sure. This was literally all we could find. This is not this is not a good pitch. Oh my god. Okay, alright, I can probably just about not fall off the bed there. The one saving grace is that it wasn't raining. A tip for you. Well, there's two tips. One, if you come to a bothy, then maybe stay in it. Or two, if you find another flat area, which we kind of did, but I don't know how sheltered it would have been, then grab that one. Luckily, the one saving grace, it did say that it was going to be raining, and we had rain all day apart from this evening when, well, apart from a few, you know, a little bit of a dribbly rain. I've pitched the Trailstar very low, as you can see, as there are gusts coming in, but I'm hoping that where we are is quite sheltered. Okay, well, I'm so scrunched in here. This is not a good camp, but we're safe. That's the important thing, is that we're safe. So I brought the bivvy with me. This is the PhD Greenlandic bivvy, and I've basically put this on because where I'm sleeping, everything's dry, you know, the mat and everything is dry, but the ground all around is quite wet, and I'm mainly thinking that if I move or slip in the night, I don't want the sleeping bag, because there's a huge lump right here, so I'm having to sort of scoop back a lot. It's very uncomfortable. I thought it was going to be more comfortable than this when I looked at the ground, to be fair, because I knew I'd be having to sleep back here, but I must admit, I thought the ground was going to be, this bit was going to be flatter, but this is not a good pitch. Anyway, we can work around it. I'm going to get some soup on. I'm going to have some soup, cream of vegetable, and broccoli and cauliflower. We can get that going. Good morning, everybody. A couple of bites on my wrist from something. Oh, well, that was an interesting night. Quite uncomfortable, but we're still alive, and could have been worse. We settled down last night at 11 o'clock finally got into camp at 11. Yeah, as I say, main takeaway, if you walk past something that looks decent, use it. Anyway, we're in camp. I've had a tea. I'm gonna have another tea. And the weather's blowing up some more. It's really not nice. Really not nice weather. I'm trying to get an updated weather forecast, but the signal's not very good for here. Let's get some more power in this phone actually. Yeah, I'm on a slope that kind of slopes this way, and there's a huge lump right under here, so I have to move back. I can't lie normally across here like I normally would, because if I did, I think I would just be constantly trying to stop myself from slipping that way. And then I've kind of moved myself back a bit because I'm right on this, just trying to avoid this lump. There's a lump right there, which is very annoying. But it'll do just to have some crackers. I think I got crackers. So we went into the supermarket, in a little store, and I got some crackers and cheese. So I'm going to have that in a minute. I'm just going to put some cream on these bites. They're quite angry looking. No, at least it's not too cold. It's cool, but it's not cold.
Either camp will take off or half the way back. Walk past Amsterdam and go home.
Yes.
So a two or three night trip. I mean, you know,
Sandwood Bay is over there, so we kind of saw it briefly, a bit of it in the dark yesterday, but we will visit it another day. We're basically just going to head out, get onto the road and go from there. I've double checked the forecast and it is still showing 50-mile-an-hour gusts tonight and tomorrow, and just a very, very windy next few days. Bit of a shame because we were making very good progress. It's been an enjoyable walk anyway. But like I said, we've got to get to the road, which is about 4 kilometres, and then we've got to figure out what we do and how we get back to my car. Alright, so we've got a taxi booked, so it's going to pick us up at the end of England, get us to the car, and the powers of the internet, as I booked a hotel for tonight, no, not too far away, so we'll stay there tonight, and then obviously I'll get Chris home tomorrow, and then I should get back tomorrow hopefully, if I have a good night's sleep tonight, should be able to get back tomorrow. So that's Wednesday. And we were planning on sort of heading back Thursday. So we would have had 2 more days out here, but I'm going to get back potentially 1 day earlier. But then obviously I probably would have tried to drive out the same day, so which would have been quite a bit. But you can see that it's coming in that way. We had that tiny bit of blue sky, which, you know, for one moment kind of gave the feeling of, oh, you know, is the weather going to be nice? We checked the forecast and it's gusting up to 50 plus tonight, 40 plus tomorrow night, and 30 plus on Friday or Thursday or whenever. So, you know, I think if it had been one night, we maybe would have tried to get to the bothy, stay in the bothy for one night, and then have good weather the next few days. But it's like this the week, so really not nice weather at all. It's a shame because the forecast was for you know, a nice few days. So this has changed, you know, very quickly. But yeah, we got a nice path out. Look at the black clouds. You can see those clouds are shifting up there. And you can see the waves on the locks. So close and yet so far. Anyway, there really isn't much else to report from this trip. I'll probably maybe try and do an unpacking video or something when I get back. But yeah, I think we may as well get back to the Blairmore. Taxi will be there about 2, and we'll see you in the next. And Chris was wearing his waterproof trousers and just took them off. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know what we've got from this trip. We've done a bit of recording. We'll see you next time.